Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name's Craig. This is plot 77 allotment. We are first time allotmenters. We got our allotment last July. It was bare ground. Quite lucky that we didn't have to do a lot of digging up, pulling up weeds, trees, removal, all that kind of stuff, which we can go through and show you. But yeah, just a quick introduction video. This is our allotment. This is where we're at so far. So we are a half plot, which is 12 meters by 6 meters. We have a few beds in. Now, since designing this allotment, we have already come to the conclusion that the beds that we have aren't big enough, or we don't have enough space. We never thought we would fill it. That was quite naive of us. But yeah, let's have a closer look. So we've got a row of beetroot, spring onion, carrots. They are early potatoes and main crop, which already we're going to decide not to put in beds. We're going to find grow bags, more grow bags, because there is a few here. Strawberry beds, and once again, not big enough. We have a lot of shoots that we need to sort out. Now, because we are new to this allotment life, we will get a lot of things wrong, even terminologies, names of crops. Yeah, we will have a lot of stumbling words, so bear with us, we are learning, we will get there. We also have brassica bed. So there is a few different pieces in here. So there'll be broccoli, kale, turnip, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. But I'm not sure if it's going to be a bit overcrowded. You kind of just threw everything in, but we will see. Or we just maybe harvest some turnips a bit earlier so they're smaller. Finally, towards the back, corn is looking good. We do watch a lot of other people's YouTube channels, and we've been sort of learning over the last few months. Yeah, there's pumpkins in here, and there's a pea trellis as well. Now that's already looking quite overcrowded. My idea was to lift the pumpkins out and lay them along the chip ins there, so they don't get damaged with the wet mud when it starts raining again. But I wasn't sure, because they have got little terminology again, but the little spindly bits that grab, and the one on the other side seems to be like rooting down and holding itself in. Now, I know they're meant to climb over an arch, which is what we will already do next year. Yeah, and then in the final back bed here, so 2 courgette plants, which we have already harvested from. We have had a courgette which was just under 1 kilo, so I think we're going to be picking them a little bit earlier than that. So they're going already, which is quite nice to see. And then cucumbers down here as well. So these are Market More cucumbers, which I did do a bit of research, were better suited for outside, a bit hardier. And then finally, inside the greenhouse, which I did tidy up yesterday because the tomatoes were just extremely bushy. There wasn't going to be much airflow, so yeah, I thinned them right out. And cucumbers and some lettuce. and peppers. So this is looking quite full. I sort of need, don't know, maybe to organise this a bit better next year. Maybe not do as much lettuce. I've given a lot of lettuce away already. So this is cut and come again lettuce, green and red. But yeah, tomatoes. Oh, I need to tidy up how we're going to string up these tomatoes properly. I'm thinking put some canes in and then build a frame that goes up as well, so they climb up and then up to the apex of the greenhouse. But currently looking into the best way to do that. But yeah, lettuce, very good. We've had lots of lettuce already. There's tomatoes coming already. A few different varieties of tomatoes, which I'll go through on another video a little bit deeper, because again I will not remember off the top of my head. There's a couple of peppers there, a few overrun of pieces and some leeks in there. I was a bit worried about them early on, but there's some there anyway. I wanted a lot more than that, but let's keep going. And then another variety of cucumber, best suited for inside a greenhouse. So they're in here, which again I'm going to build some sort of frame in the back for them to climb up. I just shoved that bamboo cane in last night because they were on top of the rocket there, spilling out onto the pathway. So there's always a lot of projects to do, I've noticed. And there's a aubergine we've just been given in the corner there, which got potted up yesterday. So, and then inside the pots we've put some marigolds in, because, well, as you do, you watch videos and that's what people say to put in, so we did. Yeah, so there'll be a lot of videos to come because the jobs never end, so I've seen already. And then boringly in the corner, compost bins there, which I do need to turn over. But yeah, that is our allotment, and a little introduction video to where we are at and what we have, and hopefully we can keep going and expand. But yeah, I think these earlies we're going to have a check on Sunday if they are ready to come up. Little Wendy house for the kids, so when they come around they're entertained. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this bed yet. There is rhubarb in there. There is blackberry, raspberry I think in there. There were just a couple of sunflowers that we got given. Yeah, onions over here. Now we need to do some more onions because somebody's already said to us, oh look, I've just noticed this, I didn't realise he's started to shoot. I'll have to have a look and see what that's all about, see what I need to do, or if anything, or just leave it. Now the first question I want to ask is, do people take off the covers on their beds when they're watering things? Or obviously it's porous, you can just pour straight over the top, the water gets through no problem. But do people lift the scaffolding net up and off while watering? I'm not going to, but just be interested to know what people do. I've just had a closer look at the pumpkins down here. Now there is 4, there's 1 in each corner. I think what I'm going to have to do is, because it's getting massively overcrowded already and it's wrapping itself around the peas, I'm going to have to lift one of them out and just lay one, maybe the furthest side, lift them off and lay them down the side this way, and then those can stay in the bed growing that way. I can't believe how big they are already. They've got lots of flowers too. I'm just gobsmacked. The last 2 weeks, since we've had this really nice weather and some rain, but everything gets watered anyway, everything just seems to have shot up. And these corn, when we got them in, were down here only 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Now they've more than doubled. Very impressed. It's nice to actually see things growing. You know, when we first got this allotment, we thought, oh, what if nothing grows? What if we can't do it? But yeah, we've tried to do it right with manure over the winter, compost, topsoil, things like that. So I think where the plants are, they are loving it. So yeah, we'll get on, we'll move one of these pumpkin plants out on either side just to free up some room. Realised as well, there's a couple of heads fallen off now. I don't know what could have caused that, or if they've been knocked off previously, but there's a couple down there. And actually I didn't realise how spiky the pumpkin plants were, the stems. It's like grabbing a thorn or a stingy, not stingy nettles, but like a bramble. Let's go and get some gloves. So yes, I am definitely, camera out, I am definitely now thinking we should have grew the pumpkins over an archway of some description, but I thought it'd be nice to have a little pumpkin patch and sit the kids in there. But yeah, we've learned something already. So I'll just show you a little bit closer. So the pumpkins were going around and wrapping themselves around the peas here, so I think these peas are going to be struggling a little bit. But yeah, a lot of these heads had fallen off, especially on the other side as well. This is where it was rooting, holding in. But they should be okay, surely. Staying neat and tight to the border. Let me know if not, please. But they can tuck up down there, I guess. That one can just continue to grow that way and round, likewise. And then this one starts in here. That's the other plant. And come out back this way, and then I guess come back up this path. Hopefully that's an okay thing to do. But yeah, now I can actually see in here what's going on. So it needs weeding. These peas are looking a little bit sorry for themselves, sort of neglected really. Some brown leaves as well. So I think these were French dwarf climbing beans. Well, they were meant to be, so hopefully we can get them to grow. But yeah, I need to find out what this is or what's causing that. So, yeah. That's sad. Just found a dead bee. It's been there for a while. He's a bit dry. Poor thing. Oh, and I just thought, since we're showing you around, we may as well show you everything. The very messy shed. Well, not too bad compared to what it was, but this will need tidying up, organising. But yeah, just guess I want to give you a bit more of an insight to everything that kind of goes on, and because I know I was searching videos on the organisation of allotment sheds, which there isn't many videos, believe it or not. I guess that's quite a boring topic, but yeah, that is inside the shed, which will be organised at some point. So the reason for coming down this morning really was to give everything a water, especially the cucumbers that are outside. I did forget to do them, believe it or not, even though they're the things that need the most water, but that's been done again already this morning. The reason you seen me down at the water station was because the water butts that we have aren't actually plumbed in, aren't actually connected up yet with the drainage, the guttering. We'll get it right. So there's a water butt outside the greenhouse here which I need to connect in still, and then there is one by the shed which is very similar, although that does have a drain pipe down the side. I just need a cap for the other end and then a connection into the water butt here. So there was some water in here which has been used over the last couple of weeks while it's been so hot. So that is on the never-ending job list, as we keep saying. The channel itself, I might be repeating myself here and there, especially at the beginning, but it's not going to be a how-to because we don't know how to yet. It's very much us keeping a personal diary of what we sow, when we harvest, and how much we get from it. So I hope you enjoy the channel. My name's Craig, welcome to plot 77 allotment, and yeah, let's grow on.